نعود إلى هذا اللقاء الخاص مع المفكر الأمريكي الكبير السيد نورمان فينكلستين في حوار خاص حول الوضع في الشرق الأوسط، لا سيما بعد الحرب في غزة. وفي الشق الثاني منه سنتحدث عن الاعتراف بفلسطين كدولة مراقبة في الأمم المتحدة بعد أن كانت كيانا في الأمم المتحدة. Mr. Finkelstein, we talked in the first part about Gaza, and now Mr. Abbas, I was saying, said that all what that happened in Gaza basically was because they wanted to sabotage our attempt to garner support from the United Nations and to win our status as an observer state. Do you think this is another reason why they went into Gaza?
No, I had no connection whatsoever with it. The Israelis, yes, they were concerned about Abbas's initiative to go to the United Nations, but...
And they worked hard to stop it.
They worked hard to stop it, but we have to remember, we didn't really know till last week whether they were successful or not. Abbas was debating till the very last second whether he was going to go to the United Nations. The reason he did go finally, because most observers, I talked to many people, thought he would get cold feet at the end. The only reason he went is because of the victory in Gaza, where all of a sudden the Europeans decided, you know what, we've been giving lip service to this Palestinian state for a long time. We haven't done anything about it, but we've given lip service to it. But now we have a problem. This Palestinian state that might come into being is going to be a Muslim, an Islamic state. And they were not happy about that. It's not just the Americans. The dread, what's called, I don't like the term, but Islamophobia, the dread of Islamic states is as pervasive in Europe and probably even more pervasive than in the United States. And you know, Palestine is a tiny place, but it is a symbolic place. And it's rich in symbolism, especially for the Arab Muslim world. And the idea of an Islamic state coming into being in Palestine, no, the Europeans were not pleased with that idea. And so that prospect, and so it began to be communicated to Abbas that now he's getting the European support. They're breaking ranks with the Americans. And it was at that point he said, you know what, I'm going to the United Nations. And they were being very defiant of the Americans, very defiant. They were going to Washington and all sorts of demands were being put on them. And they said, we don't care.